Why are these people in my house?
Why is this car tore apart, dude?
What car?
That car.
He gets a little wild.
Look, I had to change tie rods. So
Damn.
I figured I might as well rip the whole thing apart.
Yeah.
And as y'all could see in the video, y'all just watched this thing sliding.
Well,
I literally let
God
go
knows
of
when
the
this is
wheel.
coming out. But
Yeah, well, it's gonna be after anyway.
Yeah.
So I let go of the wheel.
it doesn't rotate.
It no rotate.
It don't turn.
So it needs caster. So I'm giving it caster. Wildly. Yeah.
Very, it's sussly.
Yeah,
But
I don't know about sus.
What do you think?
The warranty.
So since we abruptly ended that video, what did we find out?
We had some loose stuff. Right when we cut this video, I had found we had 3 loose bolts, and come to find out, the actual subframe was loose, like the big bolts.
Subframe was loose. A control arm was loose.
That you didn't find out till later, though, right?
Yeah, but I think that was also part of the problem.
Well,
Control arm came loose, and an inner tie rod was, had 1/8 inch plate in and out.
I paint pinned my stuff, but I'm gonna find out real quick what is the weak link of this stuff coming loose.
basically everything. Popping, binding, shifting. I don't know if that was your problem with it turning.
It could be.
Yeah.
I don't want to change too much.
Yeah.
So for the Bristol event, which y'all will see in December, we're at PRI. But for Bristol, I want to run a front sway bar and have caster. I think the front being able, obviously the bigger engine, the springs weren't rated for this.
Yeah.
This weighs way more than the diesel motor that was in it. Somehow.
It's a lot of shit in there.
Yeah, it's a lot. So I think adding the sway bar, leaving the rear unhooked right now, because I like the grip in the back.
Okay.
Currently, it's got a lot of mechanical grip. Could be from the sway bar, could not be. But like I said, don't want to change too much. We're just going to put a front on it. If I don't like that.
Why didn't we have a front? There was a reason.
Because it hits at full angle.
Okay.
That's why I got these spacers.
We stacked on stack.
Yeah, we got 1 1/4 inch stacked on 1.5 inch. Be all right. That will pull the wheel out enough that it can be full lock and not hit the sway bar.
Not only does it pull it out far enough for
It
that,
pulls it out to hit everything else
so we're
too.
gonna have to make this thing a Jeep Cherokee.
Yeah, I got a Fender.
Honestly, once that Volvo badge fell off in that last video, it turned into a Jeep Cherokee immediately.
Yeah, for sure. Nobody knows what this thing is now. It's just a 2-wheel drive Jeep Cherokee.
Yeah. But he's got him a game plan on how to dial caster in. We'll move back over to Chase's car because everything's installed and we can kind of see how the coilovers are working. But give me a spiel, dude, on
All right.
how this work and how you want it to work.
So currently, for whatever reason, you can just adjust camber twice on this setup.
Hell yeah, bro.
Whatever. It is what it is. So with the lower control arm that TXR sells, actually gives you, like, I think it's almost 2 inches.
It's like 50
longer.
millimeter.
Yeah, 50 mil. So about 2 inches longer, which helps camber tremendously. And
For sure.
if we put it full camber in the factory.
You talking about slots?
Yeah, the factory slots, which is all the way in.
Okay.
As it currently is, and my car currently is. It's like almost 6 degrees camber. It's like 5.7.
But you also got all that adjustment in there
Right
as
there.
well.
So you could get wild, but I don't think you need more right there. So my plan is to take this bolt pattern and I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees.
All right.
So that when I bolt it back in, this camber adjustment will now be a caster adjustment. It'll move back and forth.
Without affecting the camber. you
Without
have.
affecting my camber, because I'm going to literally just take it and spin it on an axis so that this stays in the same spot. So my camber will be the same. Effectively, it's
On paper, it sounds great.
we ain't wrote it down, but in air, it sounds good.
So what I've done over here, which you'll see me do the other coilover, I've pushed the factory studs out. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to literally overlay this on a piece, maybe a piece of aluminum or something, this bolt pattern, and I'm going to make the same bolt pattern 90 degrees out. So all I got to do is literally bolt that plate to this, and I'll have a drill, like
Yeah.
a
A
drill
little
chuck.
guide template.
A guide, yeah.
I guess there's many ways to fuck this chicken.
There's a bunch. Most people just drill the top hats or drill the actual strut tower, which I think they're weak enough, and I don't want to drill into it because you're just.
Yeah. I mean,
I
I'd
don't know
say.
if that's going to get enough. Like with the way I've got this plan, this thing could probably have too much. Like it could
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
Another option would be to cut this out, make you a whole new top hat that you could weld in with the correct bolt hole. You also talked about a Heim joint on a control arm to where you could push it.
Yeah, so I've thought about cutting, as you can come back over here in my car. So the factory
Just flexing all these Cherokees.
So factory 740s actually have a great lower control arm design, right? So they have one control arm that comes out just like this, and then it's got a torque rod that, you know, connects to there and there. So if we had something like that to adjust caster, all we would need to do is preload this to push this forward, and that would give you your caster too.
Like I said, many ways to I guess this is just the way we're going to try for now.
This is the least evasive. Like
for sure.
I can push my studs back in, car just drive by.
Yeah, you can swap it right back to OEM style. Yeah.
Might not be the end all be all, but if it sells, we know on an alignment rack it needs more caster.
Yeah, it was different on both sides. One was 2.8 and one was 2.5.
And you got a problem with it steering better one way than the other.
But it does it on flat ground too, not driving. So caster's kind of taken out of
that. Okay. My bad, dude.
Calm down.
Well, that was my first thought because it makes sense. More caster, it'll steer easier.
Yeah.
So that was my thought. But it does it sitting still. Like, you know, I can take the steering wheel off my shaft and turn this car on, and I can grab the shaft by my hand and turn it left, but I can't turn it right.
So what's the problem there?
He's turning the car on.
Yeah, I'm grabbing its shaft and turning it on, and I can only twist it to the left, not the right.
How we fix that?
I don't know. I probably need a steering rack.
Damn.
And if I get a steering rack, I'm buying Chase's steering rack so I can use a Ford Focus inner tire roller.
Them's nice. Yeah. Other than that, we did have a lot of this stuff moving, getting loose. Obviously, we've cranked it down, Loctited it, but a lot of people are bracing these things. We might dive into that if we have time. Don't know yet. We got to develop something, probably end up mimicking it for that because we already know it's going to be an issue. What are you doing? Technically, with these slots with the arc they have, I guess it would adjust caster to some minimal degree.
To some degree, and I mean, that's just something you got to deal with. So that way, I'm going to design it to be parallel with the chassis all the way max camber. So we'll see if it works.
Camber, caster. Ain't gonna drive good.
It's already drive good.
It does. It drives great. It's just driving
better.
It is like driving a Seto with a Tando's buddy car on a TMX fucking wheel that doesn't self-steer. You gotta chuck it.
Yeah. All right. That was a
spill.
That was an 11-minute spill. We'll just post that as is. Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah. See y'all in December.
Give me your spill, dude.
Oh, fuck. It's my turn.
Plans have changed. What the hell's going on?
All right, so we've got this unit right here.
Both your top hats already off.
Both top hats. You know, should have been the first thing I ever did, but I didn't. Is what it is. So I've took them off. I'm over here looking at Chase's car. Obviously trying to get this, you know, figured out.
Obviously, because you know it runs like this. Now we want it going like that.
So I'm sitting here holding it. And I was just messing around, and I done that. And that means we can use one hole, and I just got to drill 2 holes.
Which makes it a lot easier to keep, I guess, the geometry right.
Yeah, it keeps that, yeah. See, it's got like a slight angle, so I mean, it's going to be almost parallel, exactly what I want. It's kind of fucking wild. Because originally I was like, oh, fuck, I want it like this, and you know, nothing's even close to hitting.
Yeah.
So I was pissed. And then I just flipped her 180. That hoe lines up. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good.
So you think it's going to work? You confident?
Yeah.
All right.
So
dude's got some shit.
This is before all this. I just happened to stumble upon this. I'm glad I did before I got wild.
Okay.
But originally I was getting wild. As you can see, there are bolt holes I drew on here to see. Originally, so the way I originally set this up was to set this cocksucker like that.
Oh my God.
And I found the angle with this that I needed it to be parallel with the fender. So I was like, all right. So you set this thing. It's going to be hard with this stud right here. But anyway, you set this thing to where that angle right there, that is the 10 degrees offset you need for it to be parallel with the fender.
Oh my God.
And then you set this hoe like that, and as you can see, it actually lines up. See, I didn't do that originally. I done this way. And I was like, yo, that's trash. And then I flipped it the other way, and it lines up with that hole. Shit's wild.
So effectively,
like that. Look, so there, it's set up. We got a hole matching. You look at that, it's almost parallel with this face, and you look at that, and it literally dead ass lines up with that 10 degrees. I was trying to jig this to, recreate it.
and this ain't gonna affect camber while giving you caster.
If it does, it's going to be like a 1/10 of a degree. It's not going to be, because before that, I was going to probably pull a degree or two out.
What you want more, need more.
Need more, and I might even make it to where I can get more, but we'll worry about that later.
He's got something. He's thinking.
To be honest with you, probably need to do more thought.
What the hell did he do?
Fucked up.
Let's go look at it.
What'd you do? Holy shit!
Yeah, bud.
How the hell did you turn that into that?
Well, I used this as my measurement, so I was like, we'll go, about a half here, go about half here, we'll dot it up right there.
No.
Triangulated it up, and the next thing we know, we done fucked up.
Yeah.
So, that's today's lesson. Don't leave me alone. We're still
So you can fix what he's done?
These fresh kicks, man. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Because I planned on making a plate.
Oh.
Because, I don't have this half moon on one side.
Yeah.
I was going to make a whole 3-bolt plate.
All right.
it couldn't hurt just to stiffen it up or keep it rigid.
Well, it's just going to...
But dude, that right there, I don't know
I didn't plan
happened.
on it until today, but
All right, so the car's getting slammed back together. Lopez, you f***ed anything else up, dude?
All of it. All of it.
we're not done yet, though, so...
The fact he let me on it, bud, it done fucked up.
For reference, that's how you coilovers work. You got your camber adjustment here, but these cars already have it there. Plus, we have the extended lowers. So, going back over here, the slot is no longer like this. It's going this way.
So now, it was a little redundant to have double camber adjustment, which I've already explained in this video. So now, we can roll it forward for what we don't want and roll it back to what we do
That's a
want.
lot of adjustment.
Yeah, I don't know how much it's going to be. It could be a fuck though.
It's... I don't know. I don't know how that works. It's going to be an alignment job deal, I guess.
Yeah, and luckily, BC thought about me already.
Did they?
Yeah, because they had an extra set of threaded holes there, so I could max this thing out. I'm thinking about just putting it max out just to see what it can do.
In terms of...
I don't.
we don't know what to do.
I was hoping BC had like a thing, and it said you can adjust up to say like 5 degrees of camber on these things, and then I'd have been like, okay, so that sweep is probably 2.5 each way or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have anything about it, so I'm just kind of guessing that this could either be, I could go from 2.5 to 5, or I could go to 2.5 to 10. I do not know.
I've kind of just stayed out of his way on this one. He got a wild hair, had an idea. I said, brother, just run with it. He got it going. I don't know if it's going to work, if this is the end all be all.
End all be all, don't know. But will it work? Maybe.
That's so much adjustment, it seems like, for caster.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know what each mark is, but
Has anyone done this?
not that I found. Whether that means good things or bad things.
Yeah. So are you maxed out full camber on your slots right now in terms of strut tire? Okay.
Which net us 5.7 degrees
Before.
So we'll see. It should have not changed in my head.
Paper sounded good, right?
You never know with me.
It don't look too cambery, but it's in the air, so I guess we're getting ready to let it down here in just a second. Next order of business for us is we're going to have to hit her with the old, diesel truck lifted on 30. I can't wait to hear what all the Volvo page people going to have to say on this one.
All hate, bud. All hate.
Volvo people kind of budget oriented.
Are they? Because they be building twin cam B2, whatever the
Nothing red block's budget worthy. This is budget worthy. I don't know. Other people on the Volvo pages are taking this and basically drilling one whole space back.
Yeah. Which would effectively...
That right there moves a whole lot more than one bolt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just drilled a bolt hole back.
Because that movement over, 26 inches or so.
Yeah,
it's a big difference. I'm excited.
What happens with too much?
This thing will fucking self-steer.
Yeah, but like, is there a point of no return on that?
I seen a 350Z earlier today. I was looking up because this is my question of how much do I need to run?
Yeah.
Motherfucker had 9 degrees.
What'd you have?
2.5. Not toe.
Okay.
Caster.
Okay.
9 degrees toe, it ain't going down the road. So if it works, cool. If it don't, it will. So I'm not worried about it.
I'm gonna tell you now, Chase ain't gonna like this.
Well,
He ain't gonna let me do the cut.
I'm not as sure I like it, but it won't affect anything.
Because I know he said if it works on yours, he wanted to just go ahead and replicate it on his. But
I ain't cutting.
we got 2 weeks before the drift events.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get it done this week.
Heard you like spacers, so we put spacers on your spacers.
Lovin might be bringing me a note. So
Oh hell!
triple stack.
Hey dude, he's f***ing your car up again.
Oh man!
What the hell? We even gonna call this video? What we?
How to add free caster adjustment to your BC pullovers on your Volvo 240.
Damn, you got anything else to throw, dude?
And Lopez fucked it up.
Okay.
That's where she hit. You ain't gonna have to cut much.
No.
Granted, old turkey frog. You know your dude likes these Amazon Fender flares. What, him, $35?
Joe Biden fucked me. They're 49 now.
Damn. So as you can see, it hit. It's killed this tire, and it's gonna keep continuing to kill these tires.
It's still basically brand new, but it's definitely fucked it.
We got the car raised up about as much as we can, thread engagement wise, and then bodies too. So I mean, we can't really raise it up anymore. This could help it, but it's still hitting right now. So
Yeah, he's even got pressure off of it, so
it's got to be cut.
I'm cutting the bare minimum. We're gonna get the fender flares on, and once they're bolted on, I'm drawing a line, and I'm gone.
I don't like it. I'm now an accomplice.
It's dirty.
Oh, you did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little far on that one. It's all right. I know it, dude. We're done.
We're done.
She's sealed. We went to put on the final install, and 2 bolts stripped.
Oh,
One was already a little sketchy.
One was sus, this one.
This one may got whacked with the hammer on the second recut.
Yeah, it got wicked. So anyway, I'm going to tack this one now to the fender so it works.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm to that point. Yeah.
Got them fancy, boy. What the hell's going on there?
Yeah, it's done on this side, arguably.
It looks good.
Bro, I hope you find some kind of Hot Boy special wheel to put on this thing at some point.
I'm staying on the look. It's tough. Yeah, I still
Dude
need
needs a 10.5 negative 30.
It's so whack.
If you count the adapter. Dude needs a
Yeah, I
10.5
still need-
negative 50.
Yeah, I still need
without an adapter.
2.75 inches of spacer.
Pretty much dude needs a 16 by 16 weld on the back.
Say less. Digger die champs.
Hey, whoa. We could put 30-35s around square setup on this thing.
I'd love
It ain't gonna turn.
It only
It's
has to be a
about
little bit
to.
of spectator drags. What are you talking about?
What do you mean it's about
We're
to?
about to cut the front here in a minute.
What do you think I'm here for?
You think 30-35's gonna turn?
I'll
You
just
don't
take
need
the
a bigger
front fenders
flare.
off. Front fenders off.
Bro,
Back
this
will be
does
fine.
nothing. This is
We
just for
convert
looks on
this
the
thing
front.
to 5 wide, and it turns into a freaking spectator drag vehicle out of drift season.
This thing gets on that spectator drag. It's going about 25 pounds, and I'm not
Cold
making
shot.
it around the turn.
Don't get me bricked up for nothing.
Rear, done, cut.
Just because you're
bada
wearing a
bing, bada
goddamn
boom.
MSD
It's
shirt, I'm
easy.
gonna your ass.
Front will run into some issues here. As you can see, we're not where we want to be.
I mean, the
No,
car
we're in
is
the radius here.
honestly, the car's pretty jacked up. It's not gonna hit up here.
But
It's
like,
been
if we're
hitting-
changing a radius, we're going higher so we can slam this thing eventually.
Yeah, true.
Oh shit.
Now, when man wants to get wild,
Multi-tool
he cuts.
notch this out right here.
Well,
Just
we're trying to keep this pristine trim.
Yeah.
We're trying to keep for at least the next 2 months.
Okay.
Man wants to get wild, put it up here. We gotta figure out our best solution to put it right below there. Probably trim this just a little bit.
Yeah,
Ball
so
holes
what
right
I've seen
there.
people they put similar size fenders and they just literally flatten that and then just suck it up as high as you can.
Is that your game plan?
We're just start drilling holes in
It's
Cleveland
either that
then.
or I'm dead ass. Like I'm gonna hit a bolt hole up here, here, and there, and
We're gonna
just
stretch
fucking-
this thing, is what he's saying. We're getting real Denofa on it.
Honestly, we should have put it there.
I've been saying, dude,
Can't do that. Though.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't say that.
it's already got a 3-inch arch. This is just for looks, pretty much.
Yes.
So there's no problem here.
Look, I've already ruined this fucking fender, so I'm gonna continue ruining it.
He was committed before I got here.
This fender means nothing to me.
I guess I'll show you.
That's the video you're supposed to work.
I know that's the problem, but something's happening here that ain't been filmed, so I gotta
When
film
it
it.
gets
Film
wild,
me tack this fucking nut, sir.
that's what you need to film. Nutstarts got a little wild.
Damn.
I got my safety squints on, dude.
Like,
Yo, it worked for half the fender last time.
Woo! Yeah! That was a good one.
good.
I tried to flat disc it and you yelled at me.
You can't flat disc something this delicate. The fuck I can't.
Does it sound like he could? I think you flap disc anything, technically.
Well, not now.
Blowing holes in my ship.
He's already blew 2 and ain't done one thing yet, so I don't know. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat.
Alright, so I'm just gonna be putting the camera down. We got a lot to do on Chase's car with the 4-day deal. You're probably gonna see Will's video after this one. Regardless, we got 4 days to get this done. So I'm gonna be helping Chase on that while they're doing this. I think you know the game plan and what's going on. They're just gonna be doing some cutting and some drilling. I'll pick up the camera when something interesting happens, but other than that, we got a lot to do in a little bit of time. down here at our buddy Jared's shop. You've seen him in a couple videos rolling some fenders and helping us out. He's got his own shop, Matrix Auto. If you got a low car and you need alignment, he's the plug for that. Real nice setup here, tires, you name it. He got it going on, but we're gonna get it on here. We got the fender flares done, as you can see. Everything came out great. Now it's time to see if what we did up here is gonna work for what we wanted to do. Excuse the wind noise. We got our pool boss going. It's hot.
We got 3-3 dead even though.
Dang. We thought.
They did think we got more cameras somehow though.
Yeah, it does have more camera though.
Alright, so now we're gonna get the car lowered back down and sweep the coilover and see what our caster travel per se is, range at least. I don't know what's going on, man.
I'm not having a good time right now, that's all I'm gonna say. Lopez f***ed my strut tower up for nothing now.
Yeah.
For giggles and see what happens. That's all the way forward. Yes, it's got nothing.
Damn.
Crazy.
I don't know, man. I mean, God dang, it's so much movement.
I know. It's just not moving it. It's not pitching it, I guess. Like I said, the ball joint's just like, I think what's happening is it's not pushing the knuckle forward.
Yeah.
It's just rolling the ball joint, which is adding caster, just not as much as if it would push the whole
We
knuckle.
moved the ball joint, that's big.
Yeah,
Like we said in the beginning of this, there's many ways to f this chicken.
there is. Definitely.
I guess we just end this video here.
Yeah, we fucked up. Wasted all our time. This video isn't even worth long.
Yeah, I mean, we did gain caster. Negligible, I said, a half a degree to a degree.
Half a degree to a degree.
Yeah.
Which will benefit us to some degree, but not much.
Not what I was wanting. I'd like to see at least 5, if not 7.
Yeah, I mean, you got 8 or 9 in the RX.
8.5 actually.
That's what I'm saying. So the more caster, the better the car's going to self-steer, and we've been having issues where the car isn't self-steering. So I guess now we're on to the next.
Oh yeah, now this was like the first non-crazy adjustment. Now it's
Not crazy.
Settle down, don't look at that.
I mean, just total.
Now we're getting wild. Like I don't know what I'm about to do, but we'll find out.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to be before October now. I definitely ain't got time before.
Yeah. We'll see how it does. We got a drift event in what, 3-4 days?
3 days, 4 days.
So we'll have it out there. Hopefully we'll have chases out there. You're going to see this after the drift event most likely. So if you like this video, be sure to leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see some more. I ain't said it in a minute, but we are trying to grow. Hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If we don't, we're quitting. Until next time. Peace.